Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Transsexual Meltdowns. And I'm your host, Violet, and that's the name that I have been going with. Violet, Alyssa, Adriana, Morgana. It's a long name, it's four names, I know, but I think it has a nice ring to it. So that's the name that I've been going by. So, on today's episode, I would like to be talking a little bit about more things that you shouldn't ever say to trans people no matter what because it's just downright mean, rude, and makes you look ignorant. Number one, now this is something that actually happened to me a long time ago, and something reminded me of it today and made me want to do a video about it. I was at work sitting at my computer and I was receiving phone calls from the call center I worked at, and a girl comes up to me who works there, one of my fellow workers, comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around and she says, "Wow, from behind, you look just like a real girl." Yeah. I was really offended. I know she was just trying to like compliment me somehow or whatever, but I didn't find it amusing at all. I said to her, my reply was, and this should be your reply, I am a real girl. And if you want, you could, get angry about her saying it, or, let her know, straighten her out, or you could be goofy and say, silly or whatever. Um, but let them know that you don't agree with people saying stuff like that. And this is something that happened to me at another place that I worked at. So this woman comes up to me and she knows about me being trans and how I thought that she understood what was going on, but apparently not. She comes up to me and she says, well, so she's like, so you're gay, right? And I'm like, no, you obviously don't know anything about trans people. Now, if you are a trans lesbian, you could immediately be like, I'm a lesbian. Okay, so they can get the hint right away. Not all trans people started out as gay men, okay? And that's what she was implying. She was implying that she knows nothing about trans people and thinks that they're all gay, obviously. That's what she's implying. So, yeah. And people at your work, they find out that you're trans or whatever, and they think that just means gay. No, it does not mean gay. It means completely something totally opposite. In fact, I hate being part of the LGBT that they throw at the end. They just throw the T at the end just to make it have a nice ring. And somebody said that the other day, and they're right. I think the T should be taken out of there and let us have our own special group. Um, if an androgynous guy comes around for whatever reason, please do not assume that he's gay and start breaking things and cussing and start talking about that goddamn queers and hating and being a hater, because you're just going to come off as looking like a fucking douchebag, pardon my French, but it's true. There's a guy who lives around here who actually does this. Whenever I come around, to him, he sees me as some gay dude or whatever. He doesn't realize that I'm trans or whatever. For whatever reason, he freaks me out and he scares me. I don't like that guy. Yeah, so whenever trans people are around, don't act like a douchebag and don't start bitching about the goddamn queers and blah, 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 because that's just hating, okay? And get with the program. Please don't ever tell a trans person that you think they have somehow convinced themselves that this is what they want or this is what they are, and that you don't believe that they're really into it. I actually had a guy say to me a while back, a long time ago, he was one of my older friends. He said to me, he goes, you know what, I don't really believe that you're really into all of this. I think you've somehow convinced yourself of it. Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm just putting up with all of this hatred and insanity because I've convinced myself that's what I want. Yeah, right. Who would convince themselves to be hated on? Yeah, I don't think so. Please do not yell homo at trans people crossing the street. Okay? Get your words right. They aren't homos, they're trans, and you don't know anything. And if your friends are doing this, please don't join in. It makes you look ignorant too. And please don't do it to gay people either. I mean, don't do that to anyone. You don't know those people. I mean, who knows? They could attack you for all you know. You think there's some gay people and they're actually psychos, and they're gonna like now chase you down the street and you're gonna wish you hadn't yelled homo. So don't do that. Oh, and yelling homo or queer may get your ass whipped by their boyfriends or something. This actually happened. My ex actually attacked some people who were calling him gay in the parking lot of a Walmart, and the only reason they got away was because they were in a vehicle. But if they hadn't drove any faster, he would rip the doors off that vehicle and kick all of their asses. So yeah, don't assume because somebody's gay that they're like a wimp or something, because it's not true. Okay, and remember the Spartans. A lot of them actually liked to do guys, and I want to remind people that just because someone is trans does not mean that they started out as a gay person. I was in a relationship with a female for a very long time, okay? We had sex and everything. Okay, so just because somebody is trans does not mean that they like only guys, okay? I consider myself a trans lesbian, even though, I've had tendencies to swing both ways. I consider myself a trans lesbian because I'm more attracted to women. Okay, yeah, I like the girls, okay? So, all you people who think that, oh, the goddamn queer is here, you're wrong, because I'm not queer, and you shouldn't talk about gay people like that. It's just plain hating. It's no different than being racist or talking about people who are mentally, slower than other people and putting them down. It's not right. Okay, so yeah, so from now on, I'm going to be introducing myself as Violet because I just like that name. I went through all these different things, these word sites, name sites for finding names for girls, and I liked the Adriana, and I liked the Alyssa and the Morgana, and then I found Violet, and I'm like, yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. That is such a cool name. I've been using it, and I have since then abandoned Mona, Monique, Miranda, Candy, Alexis, all that stuff. I don't go by that stuff anymore. But there's still people from the town where I used to live in that know me as Candy, and then other people that know me as Miranda and Mona, Monique. Some people still call me Alex because a long time ago I worked at Walmart and my name tag said Alex. So yeah, I've changed my name a lot. But yeah, things are starting to go good for me. I noticed I've been getting a lot of views on that video I did a week ago for the how to tuck your junk procedure. I have since then been using that thing still, and it's still working great. Some good news in the way, news for electrolysis. I should be getting electrolysis here really soon. This whole facial hair thing, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. No more facial hair. Also, I'm gonna buy the Remington Pro Light laser, hand laser for getting rid of facial hair and body hair or whatever. It supposedly gets rid of it for 6 months, and then the cartridges are $25. You get 1,500 flashes for like 3 treatments. And next time it grows back, it'll be reduced. And then next time after that you do it, it'll be reduced more. If any of you ladies or gentlemen have used the Remington Pro Light laser, please put a comment on this video and let me know how your results turned out so I will know if I want to buy it or not. But I think that I want to. I've been researching it a lot, and it sounds to me like some people have had some bad stories, but maybe they weren't using it correctly or something. Yeah. So, yeah. So please leave me your comments about the Remington Pro Light Laser and let me know how that turns out. Oh, rummage sales. I went rummage sailing today. I'll do this every week. We go rummage sailing. And guess what? These people had the nerve to charge a whole bunch of money for things that they shouldn't. I was like, yeah, your stuff ain't that special. I go to rummage sales all the time, so I know what something should be priced. And these people, yeah. So I didn't buy anything. Sorry. Wasted my time. So yeah, Night of the Living Dead. I've been really into George A. Romero movies lately. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead even. I can see how Land of the Dead is kind of reminds me of Dawn of the Dead, in the ways where the zombies kind of have like a mind. They can still remember things. You remember the original Dawn of the Dead, how that one guy kept holding the rifle, and the other one showed him where the secret hallway was behind the wall, and all that stuff. So they sort of remember. Yeah, I've been into zombie movies. I've collected 20 zombie movies, and then I got like these old black and white ones that I've been into lately. I've been really into horror movies lately. So anyway, I will be back with another video of more transsexual meltdowns and let you know what's going on with everything. And toodles!